Come on. Let's on it, popping. Because we about to learn how to create some miracles today. So go ahead and share it. And let's get this party started.
The enigmatic entrepreneur whose words will make you sure. Know, trust, and believe. The master teacher has come to help you succeed. The gem dropper, the truth speaker, the voice in the universe that will bring you to your highest peak. Welcome to the Get High on Motivation Show with Mimi the Motivator, your favorite motivator's favorite motivator.
The time is now. So pick up and put on your crown. Goodbye to yesterday. Welcome to life eternal.
All right, love bugs. You know what time it is. It is time for Get High on Motivation. So good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, love bugs. I am your favorite motivator's favorite motivator. And this is the Get High on Motivation Show, where we get together once a week so we can figure out how can I be 1% better in one area of my life. Because as long as I am concentrating on being 1% better every single day, I have no choice but to be transformed 30 days from now, 60 days from now, 90 days from now, a year from now, 5 years from now. So it is up to us to make sure that we are laying the bricks of success, laying the bricks of change and transformation that are required for us to reach our next level of life. I am a holistic leadership development expert, and I love to help people get from where they are and to where they desire to be, because I believe whatever you desire, you deserve. I believe that whatever you desire, you are worthy of. And I believe that the universal laws are here to serve you as well. And to part of that today, we're going to talk about miracles, how we can go from nothing to something in any area of our life using these 3 easy steps. So if you are ready to work some miracles in your life, then you have definitely tuned in to the correct episode today. All right. So right now, I normally give some food for thought. And the food for thought normally is a quote. It might be some song lyrics. But today it is actually going to be a quote from myself, because I need to remind myself, and maybe this might serve as a reminder for you as well. But eliminate all excuses, so all you have is results to fall back on. Eliminate all excuses, so all you have is results to fall back on. Now, I don't know about you, love bug, but I can make a laundry list of excuses of why I'm not doing this, why I haven't done that, maybe why I haven't gotten to where I desire to be, why I have not checked some goals off my list. And it's because I'm making excuses. Excuses, you might want to call them reasons on some days. And I get it. We all got reasons going on in our lives. We all have stuff going on in our lives. There is nobody that is exempt from adversity. I don't care how much money you got in the bank. I don't care how good your romantic relationship is. I don't care how well your business is doing. Adversity comes to us all. It keeps us on our toes. It keeps us in check, is what I believe, because sometimes we need to be humbled. Sometimes we get into a place of being complacent, and these things happen to us. But the bottom line is, today, love bug, we are no longer going to be making excuses for things that we have some control over, which is taking some action on some things. Eliminate the excuses. So if the excuse is, oh, well, I'm tired when I wake up in the morning, and that's why you can't wake up and do your morning routine, and that means go to bed a little earlier. I don't care what you got to do. You make it happen. And only you know what you need to do. Only you need to do. Only you know what you need to do. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what I got to do for myself, so I definitely can't tell you what to do. You have your own internal GPS system that will guide you along the way, as long as you are trusting that it will, because it will. It always will. Everything is always working out for us. Everything is already worked out for us. And we just have to believe that, period. So let's get an affirmation for today, and then we're going to do some deep breathing, and then we're going to take it from there and have our conversation for the day. So, affirmation for today is that I am worthy of love and attention. I am worthy of love and attention. Say it to yourself. Say it out loud. I don't care where you are. I am worthy of love and attention, because somebody in your life might need to hear it. But I'm going to tell you the person that you are most worthy of love and attention from, love bug, and that is you. Not your boo, not the kids, not the parents, not the neighbors, not the employees, not your boss. None of that. You owe you some extra love and attention. I believe it. I know so. And I'm gonna tell you how you can know for real, for real, for real. Like if you are really low on self-love, is if your nose is dripping. It's not like really running, but it's just kind of dribbling. That's letting you know that you are lacking self-love. Even if it just happens at some moment in the day, recount what those thoughts are, because you are worthy of way more love than what you have been giving yourself. You've been looking for it in all the wrong places. The place to get the most love and attention is right here from self. Go look in the mirror and love on yourself today. Make a video for yourself and watch it, or make an audio recording. Send yourself a love note, a card. But if nothing else, remind yourself, write it down on a note card, on a post-it note, and put it where, that I am worthy of love and attention, because you are. Now let's take 3 deep breaths so we can connect, reset, and get ready for this conversation about creating miracles. So on the out breath, go ahead and let all the air and energy out of your body. And I want you to take 3 deep breaths at your own pace. Good job. Keep going. Keep deep breathing. Doesn't that feel better? I know I feel better. It always calms me down, gets me centered, gets me grounded, gets me focused as well. Because a lot of times our mind is going all over the place. They have what they call monkey mind. You can kill that monkey mind by taking some deep breaths, by tuning into your breath, tuning into your heartbeat, tuning into the power and energy moving within your body, just resetting. I call it going home. You can go home for a few seconds, no matter where you are. So how are we going to go from make something out of nothing? I'm talking about creating miracles today, love bug. I read this book a long time ago when I was a teenager, and I read it a couple times about the miracle worker. And the miracle worker was not a holy book. It was nothing spiritual, or I guess in a sense it was, but I was not at an age to recognize the spirituality in the book. But it was about a young man living a pretty rough life in a pretty rough area of town, and how he was working miracles. And today I want to share some steps with you so you too can be a miracle worker. Like I said, you don't have to be Jesus. You don't have to be some other deity out there to be able to work miracles. There's just three things that are required for you to create a miracle, for you to make something out of nothing. First step, imagine the possibilities. The first step is all about imagination and ideas. Get a piece of paper out. If you don't have time to write it, just close your eyes and lay in your bed tonight and think about, what are all the possibilities that can exist for me in this area? What are some ideas? And write them all down if you can. Really write them down, because writing, you might forget. I don't know, you might think you have a super memory, but I know that the older we get and the more we consume information, it's like pouring something into a cup. It's some stuff that's going to spill out. So this is an important conversation, and you want to be sure that if nothing else, write down step number 1. Imagine the possibilities. Now, you don't have to think right now about if it's possible for you. That's step number 2. Shh, don't tell nobody. But really think about, what are some possibilities for a situation, positive possibilities. Not consequences, not, what's the worst thing can happen. No, what is the best thing can happen? What are some great things that can happen? What are some possibilities in that area? If you want a new car, for example, what are some possible ways for you to get a new car? What kind of cars do you even have in mind that you would love to be the owner of and be in possession of? Let's get down to the very nitty gritty of just simple ideas. Albert Einstein said that imagination is more important than knowledge, that knowledge is limited, and that imagination encircles the world. So that's pretty powerful for a man that we know to have done a great deal of things, a great deal of inventions. Come on, man. We know Albert Einstein was super smart. And if this super smart guy said that imagination was more important than knowledge, and he was a very knowledgeable person, then trust and believe that your imagination is very, very important. It's crucial to utilize, to stretch, to exercise your imagination, to play pretend. If you don't know how to play pretend, then go hang out with somebody's kids, or if you have children of your own, go play pretend with them so you can get back to the idea of imagination and enter your world of imagination. So what can you imagine as possibilities? What are realistic possibilities that you can imagine? And once you start imagining these things, and now you have a list of ideas of things that are possible for you, then we're going to move on to step number 2. Step 2 is that you have to believe that these possibilities are possible for you. Not that they're possible for somebody else or possible for somebody you see on social media, or that's a celebrity or somebody in your family or your coworker, your friend. It's possible for them, but now I don't know about me. No, it's possible for you, and you have to do your best to believe in those possibilities. You have to have faith. There's a great, great quote that says that faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things unseen. So first of all, let me read Ron. I said we was going to make something out of nothing, but if you really think about it, imagination and ideas are not nothings. The idea that produced this microphone that I'm speaking on right now obviously was a valuable idea, and it obviously was not a nothing. Things that we imagine are not nothings. They're more like almost somethings, which is close enough. But we have to see that that is really not a nothing. It's substance. Okay? Your belief is substance. Your belief is evidence. And evidence is, the last time I checked, and if you watch one of those crime shows, evidence has got a whole room full of evidence. So evidence is a real thing. So we're going to create our miracles from actual real things, from our imagination, from our ideas. Okay? So back to step number 2, we have to believe that it's possible, right? Well, I also read that same quote somewhere else with some different verbiage. And it said that now faith is the assurance of things hoped for and the conviction of things not seen. So let's talk about what the word assurance means, because I had to dig for that too. I went ahead and wrote down because I wanted to be sure that we both were clear on what the word assurance means, because I always tie the word assurance with insurance. That means like something has got my back, is how I think of it. But assurance is a positive declaration intended to give confidence, a promise. The second definition says that it is confidence or certainty in one's own abilities. So we have to have faith in the possibilities. We have to have faith in our ideas. We have to have faith in our vision and not be operating as if we don't know any better. No, we know that if we can see it in our head, it's possible. We've heard it too many times by too many speakers, by too many greats. We have to believe. For my people who out there who pray, it was told that you have to pray believing, because if you pray believing that it's not going to work, then more than likely it's not going to work, because that's the power of your mind. All right. Step number 3 is the hardest and the easiest at the same damn time. Step number 3 is that you have to put in the work, because this very famous man named James said that faith without works is dead. What I heard Jim Rohn say one time is that activity seals miracles. So what that tells me, love bug, is first of all, I got to get some ideas and I got to imagine the possibilities. Secondly, I have to believe that these ideas are real and can become tangible things. I think that's why a lot of times we don't think that imagination is real, because it's not tangible. And a lot of us only believe that tangible things that we can touch and feel are real, when that is so far from the truth. But number three is to put that faith to work, to act like it's possible for you. I keep looking at this little note that's taped to my desk that says, act as if, dot, 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 and it says billionaire. I have to act as if I'm a billionaire. I have to act as if I own a successful company, because I do. I have to act as if my online school is growing. I have to act as if I have healthy relationships, because acting with it is part of it. But that second part is actually putting in the work, not just playing pretend, but putting in some work. So let's go back to the car example. If you want a new car, part of the work is, first of all, go look for the car. Go online and compare and see, is this the right car? Compare the different kind of cars on your list of ideas that you have imagined yourself driving. Check out the reviews on the different vehicles. Compare them. Check the gas mileage, the price, all of this stuff, because it's really not even about the cost. It's really more so about the worth. I think that's what we're going to talk about next week, cost versus worth. But do your homework. I had to have a conversation with my clients the other day. They always have these great ideas, but are hardly willing to do the work, is what I've realized there's a pattern of. They want to start this business. So I was like, okay, well, that's cool. Well, go ahead and see, how much does it really cost for the overhead? Because you told me how much the company makes or how much a business can make, but that's not the profit margin. That's what the income that's generated. But how much money is going to be going out to support such a business? How much does it cost to start such a business? And the look of exhaustion on his face made me feel exhausted. And I had to realize, like, babe, you got to be willing to do the work. So many clients sometimes are not willing to do the work. So many times I have found myself not willing to do the work. I just want the results. But the results don't come without us doing the work. And we have to go back to that statement earlier, eliminate all excuses. So all we have is action to fall back on. We only have results to fall back on, because the action is going to be required for the miracle to take place. High activity, not high worrying, not high praying, but doing some physical actions that can get you a step closer to the miracle taking place. No matter what it is that you desire or whatever you think you need right now, because a lot of us think we need stuff. That also is a lie. We need to expose some of the lies in our head. And first of all, we don't have needs. We really don't even have wants. We have desires, and all of our needs are always going to be taken care of. If you really needed something, please believe the universe that we live in will serve it up for you. All you have to do is trust and believe. Trust and believe in the universal laws, because they never go wrong. Trust and believe in yourself. Like I said, that assurance means confidence and certainty in one's own abilities. So know that you have the ability to create miracles. You have the ability to accomplish your goals. You have the ability to get from where you are to where you desire and deserve and are worthy of being. The message might just be for me. If you're feeling this message, let me know. Drop something in the chat box. If you're feeling this message, send me something on Instagram and let me know. I felt that. Let me know what you felt about it, because we have to feel it. That's part of having that faith, is having the feeling that it's going to work out. Having the feeling that it's really already worked out. I just need to step and do my part. You have to make a step towards your destination, and your destination will start moving towards you. But you have to be willing to take the first step. Quit waiting on the universe to take the first step. Quit waiting on the universe to just drop something in your lap. Do the work. Make the miracle easier to come to you. Make yourself more receptive to the miracles, which means you're going to have to be receptive to the self-discipline that is required for the miracle that you really desire. See, some of us are wishing and hoping and praying for something that we're not even really ready for. We have not even prepared ourselves for. We haven't prepared ourselves mentally, physically, financially, but we desire this thing. If you desire the end, you have to desire the means to the end. That means you have to desire the maintenance of it too. People want a nice fancy car. I had to have same client, y'all, have a conversation about buying fancy cars. Well, do you know what, having a fancy car, you can't just treat it like whatever. You're going to need to maintain it, or you're going to always find yourself repairing. It is much easier to maintain a vehicle than to repair a vehicle. It's much easier to maintain a home than have to buy expensive repairs. It's much easier to maintain a relationship than having to repair it. Maintain. So part of what we have to do in this getting blessings and creating miracles is you want to be able to maintain your miracle, love bug. So how can you maintain the thing that you are preparing yourself for? So imagine the possibilities. Believe that whatever possibilities you have come up with are possible for you. And they're possible for you today. And what that means, no, that doesn't mean that, oh, it can drop out of the sky, because it can. Don't get it twisted. It can. The universe does not work on a time clock like we do. And anything can happen at any time. A manifestation can pop off at any time. But in the meantime and in between time, we need to be preparing and readying ourselves for the miracle. We need to be putting in the work and putting in our part for the miracle to take place. If this was a 50-50 relationship with you and the universe, make sure you bring your 50 to the table. Don't expect universe to do 100% of what you can do yourself. So yes, we're going to have confidence and certainty in our own abilities, but we're also going to have that same level of confidence and certainty in the universe, knowing that the universe got our back. The universe is holding us up. The universe is at our side. The universe goes for us and prepares the way. And the universe is always covering us. Love bug. Whatever miracle you feel like you need right now in your life, you have just now received 3 easy steps to make it possible. Make the list of possibilities, believe in the possibilities, and then work the vision, work the ideas, put in the work, because faith without works is dead. But you are definitely going to have faith in this miracle that you are trying to produce. So that way you don't have to try and you'll just do it. Eliminate the word try. Create the miracle. Make the decision, commit to the decision, commit to the activity required for you to get to the destination, or for the destination to get closer to you faster. I love you, love bug. This might have been a tough conversation. I can't wait to listen to it. I feel like TD Jakes when he'll be like, oh, I can't wait to watch the DVD. That's how I feel. Because I know for certain this conversation definitely is for me. And I'm hoping that this conversation served you as well, love bug, because you deserve a miracle in your life. And I know that there is some area that you are dying, desiring this miracle. You need something. Like, I need something to happen before for something happen. It's okay. You're not alone, and I'm there with you. But we now know that we can create miracles. We now know that we are miracle workers. And all we have to do is take the steps. Take the steps. If you're scared, it's okay. We're all afraid. Feel the fear and do it anyway. And then I'll see you next week. Bring somebody with you. Let them know that your favorite motivator be dropping some nuggets. I'm reading the books and I'm doing the math for me. I'm reading the books. I'm doing the math for you. Because I believe that we are into this together. So I'm going to keep coming back with the conversations. You keep coming back for the conversation. And we'll talk offline. I'll see you soon, love bug. And don't forget to check out Evolve Me University. So courses.evolvemeuniversity, courses.evolvemeuniversity, and find a course for you. I really highly recommend the root chakra course called Healing the Root of Your Abundance, Stability, and Security. I'll see you next week. Keep on working, being 1% better in your life, because you deserve a better you, and everybody else around you does as well. I love you. I appreciate you so very much. Be happy, be healthy. Definitely be you, because can't nobody else do it like you.